What's up, y'all? I'm back with another reaction. Oh shit, clap it up for that. Real quick, I think I'll be able to upload on my second channel soon. Clearly, as we've seen with these reactions, I cannot keep it under 30 minutes so far, but we'll get better. So one, yes, I'll be able to upload to that channel soon, but we'll just rock out over here for now, you know, maybe try to build up the other channel more. Speaking of that, it has to do with today's video. We're gonna try to watch some shorter videos since I can't shut the hell up and these videos keep going on to an hour long. So anyway, we got Simple History today. They do little animations and teach you about random shit that happened in history. This one's called Lucky Soldiers, so I think we're gonna see some crazy shit. Let's get into it.
We like to believe that surviving a modern war zone is a meritocracy. We want to think it's all about discipline, training, and...
For those who don't know, meritocracy. You are rewarded off what you've done. Your merit. That is the word of the day, meritocracy.
Knowing exactly what to do when everything goes wrong. And sometimes, just sometimes, that's true. Skill, experience, and preparation do matter. But there's a point where the math changes. The closer you get to the explosion, the less any of that...
Man, how are you even like, just look at this setting right now. Bro, if I'm the only nigga out here and there's no one in sight, I'm sorry, I'm not running anymore. Or I'm not running towards the violence. Fuck that. That's not what I'm doing. I remember my dad tried to get me to think about joining the Navy one time, and I was younger, and I was like, man, I don't know what I want to do, but I know it ain't that. There ain't no way I can, man, listen. I'm glad I didn't do it, but it just reminded me of that.
Training counts, because once the fuse is already burning, once the round is in the chamber, and once the bomb is already on the way down, survival stops being something you earn. It becomes something that either happens to you or it doesn't. What you're about to see are three modern stories from modern wars. No legends.
Damn, he got shot in his dick? Oh, that's not his dick.
And no half myths from a distant past. These are contemporary people in modern conflicts who walk straight into situations where survival was so statistically unlikely that the word lucky starts to feel inadequate.
Wait, what was that? I didn't even see that. Oh, that was a little...
That the word lucky
I thought someone was on the screen.
Inadequate. This is the point where skill reaches its limit and luck takes over. Matthew Croucher.
Matthew Croucher. What up, Matt? What happened?
In February 2008, Lance Corporal Matthew Croucher was operating in Sanjin, a town in Afghanistan's Helmand province, known as one of the most dangerous locations in the country. In this environment, every measured step was a gamble, as tripwires and improvised explosive devices were hidden low, specifically where...
Are these sausages? What are these? These look like glizzies. Hey, I don't care what niggas say, bro. I'm standing on this right now. I don't give a fuck. I'm standing on this. Niggas let all that, oh, you might be gay shit get to their heads, bro. I'm still eating hot dogs. I don't give a fuck. I just had some the other day. What? Not pork, beef, but still. I did what I did, nigga. I'm not gonna let these niggas gaslight me. I'm not gay for eating a hot dog. It is what it is. And y'all know you used to be eating hot dogs at the family cookouts. Y'all know, I saw you. Come on, man. You want a hot dog, eat a hot dog. You telling me you're going to go to a baseball game or something, you're not going to get a hot dog? Yeah, all right.
Soldiers were least likely to look. While moving through a compound on a covert surveillance mission, the waiting silence was suddenly broken when Croucher felt a thin wire catch against his knees. He recognized the danger instantly.
What do y'all do if you're in this situation?
Croucher felt a thin wire.
All right, here's the first thing I'm doing. How many people are with us? Is three of us?
Against it.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm assuming I'm him. Grenade. Oh, I just pointed at the screen. I'm assuming I'm him, right? Grenades at my foot. First thing I do, I realize how the grenade got there. It was not thrown, which means it was not cooked. Okay, bet. 2, if I can't get a clean like if I can't get my foot clean on the grenade and push it, you know, like how they teach soccer players to kick with the side of their foot, not the point. And I think that's for in the NFL too. Same thing. Boom. Like a nice sweep. Because I don't know if you kick a grenade, does it explode? I don't know if that's true, but I'm sure you can like do something like that, right? 2, 3, excuse me. If I'm not kicking, if I'm not feeling the kick, I am grabbing and throwing. Now that takes more time. That's why I'd rather just kick, get that out of there. Just kick it. But you know, I for some reason, maybe I don't want to kick it. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking there's another trap and I don't want to step any further. I don't even want to move my leg any further, right? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. If I can't do either of those 2 things, those 3 things, I hate to say it, but this is my story. It's about me. I gotta jump behind these niggas. I gotta jump behind them. Pause. They have to protect me. I am the leader. I'm the head of this little outfit right here. Okay? Me first. Come on, man. Plus, they're not gonna, and it's not like they're gonna die, right? Because if I didn't say they have to get in front of me. I said I get behind them, right? So that means I move away from the grenade. So really, we might all live. Really, we should all be dipping. In reality, if I turn around, these niggas haven't already started dipping. I'm kind of confused as to why they're here. But hey, maybe I'm just selfish. I don't know.
His knees. He recognized the danger instantly, and without time for debate, he mentally mapped the hallway's layout and the geometry of the impending blast in relation to his men, understanding that running or freezing would lead to the same lethal result.
All right, now here's something that was not an option for me. I was even that y'all heard my whole train of thought just now. Everything I just said was exactly what I was just thinking. I didn't even mention sacrifice. No. This is why I couldn't be in the military though. I am scared. I'm running. Like you see these niggas?
Men, understanding that running or freezing would lead to the same lethal
I'm not gonna lie, I thought one of them ran. Never mind, now I look dumb.
Result, he shouted.
Oh, he did run.
Grenade.
Yeah, I'm him.
Tripwire. Before instinctively throwing his backpack
Sorry, say it
he
again.
shouted, "Grenade, tripwire." Before
Yes.
instinctively throwing his backpack over the device and landing
My
directly
God.
on top of it. For 4
That is your best bet, though. If you are gonna jump on it, that was smart. Like, you know, put the thickest thing that you got between you and the grenade.
For 5 agonizing
He's still gonna get
seconds,
fucked up.
he waited in the dirt with a stomach-churning certainty that this was the end. When the grenade
he got
finally
a dud.
detonated, it wasn't a cinematic fireball, but a brutal concuss.
Why is homie still right here? What are he's yo. Why? Like, look at what
Finally detonated.
Boy,
it wasn't a cinematic
go do
fireball, but a brutal concussive snap.
he was just gonna eat that shit.
A hammer blow that smashed his head into the floor and
hell
filled
is
his
that?
mouth and nose with smoke and dust. Despite
shit.
the violence of the blast, Croucher emerged alive.
Damn.
Though injured and disoriented, his survival came down to a series of razor-thin margins that doctors would later confirm. The grenade's fragmentation was driven downward into the earth rather than outward. His full backpack and body armor absorbed the metal that would have otherwise shredded him and the men behind him. And had the grenade rolled slightly or the ground beneath him been harder, he would have been killed instantly. For his
Wow.
composure and selflessness, he was
Yeah, you gotta give a nigga a big award for shit like that, because that he was fully willing to die for that shit, to save his comrades, bro. It's admirable. And then it wasn't a dud, but just a series of circumstances happened that saved his life.
awarded the George Cross, the highest British gallantry award for actions not in the direct face of the enemy. While the citation
Wait, what? Hold on. He's British? Why are his teeth so straight then? What's up with that? What's up with that? I didn't know he was British. This should be a little bit more Jagged.
British Gallantry Award for actions not in the direct face of the enemy. While the citation honors his brave decision, it cannot fully account for the sheer luck that allowed him to walk away
That's
from
crazy.
a blast that was only an inch from ending his life.
Crazy.
The luckiest man in Iraq.
Damn, in the Middle East again, huh?
On January 30th, 1991, just 2 weeks into the first Gulf War, the American Military Command held a press briefing in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The atmosphere was clinical and confident as officials showcased a new era of smart warfare, defined by satellite navigation and precision-guided bombs that could hit a target with pinpoint accuracy. To demonstrate this, they played a video for the assembled journalists. A steady high-altitude view of an Iraqi bridge, fixed firmly within a set of targeting crosshairs. As the audience watched, a lone truck appeared on the screen, driving across the bridge at the exact moment a bomb, released miles above, was diving towards the structure. The driver, likely just a man doing his job, had no sirens or warnings to alert him to the
Yeah, I was about to say, why is that even possible? Like, you're about to do some shit in the area, shouldn't you just... All right.
falling from the sky. The sequence of events that followed happened in a matter of heartbeats. The truck cleared the edge of the bridge just as the timer reached 0. Seconds later, the bomb impacted, causing the bridge to just not collapse, but to virtually cease to exist in a white flash of concrete and steel.
Do you know how hard that man probably puckered up? That man, I know if that's me, bro. Oh my God, I'm puckered to the max, bro. Ain't no way you're not. You gonna pucker up. You gonna get the stomach. You know the that weird feeling when you get jump scared. You're gonna fuck. You gonna do all that, and then you're hearing the note. Like, bro, that's a lie. I might shit. Like, I know people say, oh, I would have shit myself, but I'm dead ass. I'm not kidding. I'm not saying it for a joke. I think given the wrong circumstances, like let's say we just ate, depending on what I ate, I really might shit myself in that scenario. That is insane.
Where the bridge had stood moments before, there was only open air and a rising cloud of smoke. Perhaps the most amazing part of the footage was the truck's reaction, or lack thereof. The driver never slowed down, never braked or swerved. He simply continued on his way, never looking back to see the buildings vanish behind him.
Well, I'm just a bitch. That's what we just learned.
General conducting the briefing paused
a shitty baby bitch.
The video and addressed the silent room with a simple observation. That is the luckiest man alive in Iraq. This wasn't a story of
yeah, I forgot they were showing people that as a demonstration. So imagine you watching that. I would have been like, what the what is happening over here? What are y'all doing? Why am I about to watch you commit murder to demonstrate some weapons? I mean, I guess that does kind of add up in a sinister way, but...
It was a more quick thinking. It was a matter of velocity. Had the driver hesitated for even a single heartbeat, he would have been obliterated by the very technology the world was watching in awe.
That's crazy.
Lucky. Ukraine. In the 2022 battle for Mariupol, a Ukrainian sniper adopted the call sign Lucky, initially intended as an...
I feel like that's not a good name. I feel like you don't want that name. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a bad idea because you're just asking for it. Now, obviously, because of the video, he's going to live up to it, but I would be like, do not call me that.
Ironic nickname, it quickly became a literal description of his experience as he navigated a city where safe zones no longer existed. Early in the siege, after being wounded by a grenade, Lucky was forced to flee towards medical help across open ground, monitored by Russian marksmen. Although bullets audibly tore through the air around him, none connected. While he later joked that the enemy snipers kind of sucked, the reality was that he had survived a gauntlet where confidence matters far less than the trajectory of a bullet. His survival streak continued during the harrowing retreat to the Azovstal steelworks. While Lucky was continued during the harrowing retreat to the Azovstal steelworks.
I'm sorry.
While Lucky was traveling in a convoy, the vehicle directly behind him was obliterated by
I'm not laughing at like the story. I'm just laughing at how it looks.
an anti-tank missile. Even within his own vehicle, death was a matter of inches. The man sitting beside him was killed, while Lucky
Damn.
survived because the blast was absorbed just slightly away from his seat. Inside the bunkers of Avastal, survival became almost...
That's gotta be like crazy survivor's guilt though in situations like that, where it's like I literally didn't do anything differently than these two dudes and they're gone.
Almost entirely random, as massive airstrikes collapsed entire sections of the complex without warning. Lucky eventually survived. He endured a prison facility in Donetsk where 600 men were packed into a tiny space, and torture was routine. He lost 20 kilograms in weight and watched others die around him before finally being included in a prisoner exchange. After returning to the front, he was sheltering on the 3rd floor of a building when a Russian helicopter opened fire. The aircraft targeted the wrong floor, hitting just one level too high, allowing Lucky and his team to escape yet again. Level too high, allowing Lucky and his team to escape, hitting just
It was
one
a level too
helicopter
high?
opened fire. The aircraft
It didn't
targeted
break
the
through that?
wrong floor, hitting just one level too high, allowing
Oh, they're coming in from like the side and okay, never mind. I thought they were like going straight now. Okay, got you.
Lucky and his team to escape yet again. These 3 stories, a soldier's selfless choice, a truck driver's total
That one is like that. Lucky is crazy because he's surviving like multiple times. Like that's clearly the luckiest one here. But this one is just crazy to me. Like he literally, if he was driving at any other speed, or if he was driving any slower, I should say, he would have died. That is insane. He had no idea, and then he didn't even give a fuck. He just kept going. We'll never know who that guy is unless they interviewed him. Maybe they interviewed him, but probably not. He just kept going, never to be seen again. Damn.
ignorance, and a sniper's repeated near misses point to an unsettling conclusion about modern warfare. They suggest that while bravery and training can put a person in the right position, they do not guarantee the outcome. When the fuse burns or the crosshairs settle, the final decision is often made by forces no one can control. For reasons we may never fully understand, Lady Luck occasionally chooses to let someone walk away from the impossible.
Damn. That was actually crazy, but yeah, I mean, I pretty much said my closing thoughts. I think that that car one is the craziest one to me, but that's the end of this video. I'm gonna figure out how to start posting my gaming playthrough videos. We about to get rocking. 2026 is gonna be a great year. All right, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.